Welcome back to Urban Regenerative Gardening. I show you how to garden without buying fertilizers, pesticides, how to seed save, basically how to do gardening without spending lots of money. Like, you ever wonder why you would even garden sometimes when you go to buy starter plants and they seem like they cost more than if you wouldn't have bought the vegetables at the store? Well, if you do seed saving and make your own fertilizer through your compost, it really makes a big difference. And also, regenerative gardening solves a lot of problems. 4 problems that it solves is supply chain issues, because you got the food right out in your yard. Uh, Carbon sequestration, locks carbon into the compost. Water pollution, you're not putting the fertilizers and pesticides in your yard, and it eventually winds up in streams, lakes. And nutritional density. You know how they talk about how food don't have the nutrition in it used to? Well, with your compost, your homemade compost, that solves that problem, because there's going to be all kinds of nutrients in there that just won't be in there with regular fertilizers. And minerals, most importantly minerals. The body can't build anything without minerals. So in the indoor garden here today, doing a nice long video on my projects here, if that's what you want. That's what you want to watch. That's what this is, a video on my indoor projects. So I just cut some holes in the first, these are 2 pots. Cut holes in this one. Put spacers in this one. Couple pots, Dollar Tree pots. And now we'll just take these out of the pots here. And spread them out in there. Here's my little workstation here, my little work area. I got my seed saving stuff here. Some seed saving I done. Here's my soil, my homemade soil. I'll put this here where you can see. Alright, I think you can see it. I'm just gonna pop these out of here. You can see the little, these are just potato peelings. They had little eyes on them. What I'll probably do is I'll try to spread them out some. It's best to, if you know you're going to do this, don't water it for a couple days and let it dry out. It makes it a much more easier to deal with. You be kind of gentle with these when you spread them out. Don't want to really tear at the roots if you can help it. Try to find some that might be on their own a little bit. Move them around. Here. Try to spread them out a little without being too rough on them. And I got a lot better results from these guys I did last time. This last time was somewhere around 50% that of them grew. This is close to 100% of them probably. Not sure why so much better results this time. I guess practice makes perfect, huh? Let's see. Yeah. Don't have to be perfect here. Try to spread them out some. Get a couple of them broken loose here. Let's see, put this up here for a second. See if I can get 2 hands. 2 hands works better. Oh yeah, that one came off very nice. Alright. Yeah. That's good. There we go. Nice and spread out there. Do some soil. Kind of loosen soil up a little bit here. If you want to see how I made this indoor compost, look for some of my summertime videos. I'm going to show you how I did that. I'll be making new ones this summer probably. Lord willing. Let's see. It's spraying out nice. Get some dirt on. Oh yeah. And then little guy there, we'll keep that. Don't want to really bury them. I notice sometimes if you bury them, they don't do very well. And there it is. I'll show one that I had done. I think this probably 2 weeks now, maybe. Yeah, this would be 2 weeks. Did this one 2 weeks ago. That was 2 weeks ago. Really got really good results as far as. Well, this one I actually just put the potatoes right in here. Probably put like 30 of them in there, and I think I counted 30 the other day. So it's about every one of them. There's a little itty bitty one just coming up. Probably I'll wait another week or two and I'll start adding soil as they get bigger to try to promote potatoes that way. But yeah, this is what this will hopefully look like, you know, like a week or two. But like I said, these ones seem to be growing better. I mean, look how tall they are. Just really, for some reason, this one's doing way better to start with anyway. I got a lot of projects to do in here, but I'm not sure how much I can really do today, because I still have to hit the gym and stuff. Other things you gotta do around the house. But that's not your problem. That's one project done already. Oh yeah, I want to put this up here. I think you're gonna enjoy that. Yeah, could be the difference in light. These guys were down here in a better light. These are my old school lights I had to start the garden. They actually cost twice as much as these ones, but these are full spectrum lights here, and they're in there. So far, none of these old ones just kept dying and dying and dying on me. So far, none of these have died. So it's been, I think this first one's like maybe 2 years now, so yeah, I just keep replacing them. I have to. And so see, these guys need water. It's the weekend. It's time to make sure everything's nice and Taking care of them for next week. During the week, I'll just come in here and just look, make sure if I see anything getting real dry, I just water it. But I work lots of hours, so it's like I'll just duck in here for like 10 minutes and just water. I think this one. Yeah, I can water. I'm checking the bottom to see how much water's in the. You have to check to see how much water is down in here before you water. Make sure you're not. Yeah, there is actually. There's actually a lot of water in there. So when I see a lot of water in there, I just dump it. Boy, that's probably about enough right there. I'll spread these guys back out like spacers. Oops. I made a mess. I got paper towels in here for that. Alright. Okay. Oh no. Poor guy. I had aphids in here like about a month ago. I had aphids. So I ordered some ladybugs to eat the aphids. It's not bad. I found where you can get 3,000 of them for $20. And then this is my happy place in here, so I'm not worried about spending a little bit of money for my happy place. My wintertime happy place here. So now, next project is I wanna these guys. What did I do with that? I've never let us around here. Here's an example. Last weekend, I put lettuce plants about that size in here, and look how much bigger. How much they grew. And you have to figure, first 2 or 3 days maybe, they didn't really grow. They were kind of in shock, before they took root really. So this is literally like 5 days. 4 or 5 days, that's how much it grew. So at that rate, next weekend, if I want lettuce for sandwiches or salads, I got it. I mean, they're close now almost. What I want to do now this weekend is to finish this little project here. And put... Oh, there's the other pot. Put these guys in here like I did last weekend. So that's this next project. Keep an eye on the water level in there. Basically no water in there, so that's good. So probably put one. Try to figure out where I want it. I'm gonna try to space them out. You can't really put them where you had your old. Like there's a plant here somewhere, so I can't really. Right there's a plant. I can't put one there, so you're kind of limited. Right here's a spot, and then probably put one right here, and like one here and like one here, probably. On the one hand, you want to try to space them out, give them room. On the other hand, you have to try to stay away from these guys too, because they crowd each other out. Plants compete for light, but they don't really compete so much for root, as far as the roots go. You know, a lot of people don't know that, don't believe that or whatever, but that's the way reality is. Some evidence of that is just go look at like I don't know, a little spot in your yard. Anywhere in your yard. I mean, unless you have like perfect grass where it's just only grass. But the rest of us that have normal grass, where there's weeds mixed in, you'll see like they're just packed in there, and they're competing for light. Obviously the roots are not an issue, or else they wouldn't be so healthy there the way they're packed in. So there's evidence of what I'm trying to say there. So let's get this guy put in here. I like to pick the old dead leaves off. Give them a nice healthy start. Seems to work over there, so try it again. Let's see, yeah. Let's see what I'm doing here. That would help. It helps to not water these for a couple of days before you're doing this, because they seem to be easier to get out of the pots when they're dry. This one's being stubborn. Alrighty. Sometimes they just really grab hold of the side. There we go. Let's see. Yeah. Alright. So I've been actually watering spots where I might be during the week last week. I knew I was going to be doing this, so I watered areas where there was no plants to try to make this more doable ahead of time. Because it gets, I don't know what the word for it is exactly, but it gets, when soil gets so dry, it just gets kind of locked in to like a dryness type of situations. Doesn't seem good. It's hard to get it. It's hard to hydrate it, rehydrate it after it's been watered. Not been watered and dried out to that level. I spread out the moist soil here. I'm doing spreading out the moist soil that I then dug up for this. I think it's helpful. Probably spreading around some life that way. And then when you plant these, you want to leave a little dip where the plant is for the water. That way when you water it, you can concentrate your watering to the plant. As if you don't, and you go to water, it ends up, a lot of it will end up down into the second reservoir there. But if you concentrate it, you don't have that issue. Right, and there's one. So I won't bore you with the next one. I'll show you when it's done. There, we got that second one in there. Pulling back. Okay, so like next week, hopefully that'll look like that. And I'll be harvesting lettuce for, I plan on making a big turkey, so I'll be making like turkey sandwiches with lettuce. Water these guys in and put it back. Get everything nice and watered. Ready for the long week of overtime next week. Hopefully. Lord willing. Alright. So I think I just need to get this out of the way because I got the other one's back in the corner there I gotta grab. I'm gonna put this one. Over there for now. Oh, that looks like that worked out pretty good. Let's see here. So I cut this one back because it was dead looking and it grew back. Looks like it's gonna do pretty good. I didn't know what it was gonna do, so I just let it go. I wonder, I might just put one of this like right here. Just call that a pot. The other one's kind of small anyway. I might let that give that one like another week to grow there. See what's going on with these guys. Clean this one up now. Let's see here. I might just give this one another week to get bigger and decide what I want to do with it. Maybe I'll stick it right here in the middle here. Let's see. Oh yeah. So I'll just put this one in here. Yep, there it is. That pot's done now. They seem to be nice and spaced out nice. Gotta do water it in here. Water everything in. I think I need, yeah, I gotta get more water here. I have town water, so what I do is I rotate the buckets to let the chlorine and the chemicals evaporate out of the water. This is the next one in line here. And then there's another one out there in the hallway I bring in. Kind of waiting in the wind's here. So I just rotate. That way I know. Like, I probably filled this bucket 3 days ago or something. So that works out that way. They say that if you have town water and you let it, I think they say like just a day or two, but you know, wouldn't hurt to do even longer than that. So there, everything's watered down. That's another project done. I'll let that one age and put it in that. Probably put it in the middle here next week. See how it goes. There, put them pots back where they were. Now we got a little more filled up. And the other things I need to do, and I won't get to this week, is these guys are ready to get their own big pots. At least most of them are anyway. These are my next generation cabbage. It's gonna be time for me to start. It's mid-February, so need to start planning next year's garden. Starting things inside. It's early for most stuff. Pretty much everything except the only thing I want to start super early is my own onion starters. They take quite a while. So I'm going to be ordering them probably like next weekend or something. Get them started before March, hopefully. And then when it gets into late March, I'll do other stuff like tomatoes and peppers and things like that. I already have some peppers that I tore out of the garden in the fall, like late summer, early fall. I brought these guys in. When you bring stuff in like that, that's when you run the chance of having aphids later. So I think their eggs are like on the plants, but what happens is outside the good bugs keep that stuff under control. And I just remembered something else I need to do. See, I got these peppers here starting to weigh down that branch. I'm thinking about tying it up, or probably not. I'm gonna go get a string. Yeah, so I went and got a string there. This guy was hanging way down here, like, I just put like a little string in there, tie it up to the main stem there. I think that'll work. Pretty cool. We'll see. Got some other peppers going in here. This plant got sick, but I just keep trimming it back. I think eventually I'll trim it back enough to where it'll be able to concentrate its growth and maybe start getting some new growth on it. That's my theory anyway. These guys are nice and healthy looking. This one's healthy looking. This one's never really this is what I kind of thought they would all do, is just kind of be sitting here growing kind of quiet, slow. Basically, I just brought them in so I could put them out and have like a head start on peppers. Already developed plants, just put them out. Like, peppers like hot weather in general, so it doesn't do peppers any favors by putting them out like as soon as you can. Like around here, mid-May, that would be, they just won't like it until like June. So I wait till like June, maybe even a week or two into June, put them out. That way I know they're just content. But anyway, that's my weekend indoor garden work there. If you like this stuff, like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Good night.